Hello everyone and welcome to Chapter 11, focusing on linking and sound change. Now we've done a lot in this course. We started it with the very basics. What is a syllable, right? What is syllable stress? Word stress. Words that are stressed being content words and words that are unstressed in a sentence being those function words. We talked about suffixes, common suffixes in English, and how the consonant sounds of those suffixes will change. And they'll also change the syllable stress in a word. We talked about vowel sounds and consonant sounds. We talked about the speech pathway and all the different positions of the tongue and of your lips and of your jaw and all the different parts of the speech pathway. We talked about rhythm and thought groups and pauses and intonation. We've done it all in this course. Hopefully you feel like you've been able to improve. You're more aware of some of the common mistakes that you make in your pronunciation in English. But I think for most of you, in watching you progress, all of you can improve in this chapter that we're going to go over today, and that is linking and sound change. The fact that in spoken English, the words within a thought group connect, right? When we write in English, each word is separate, unless you have a contraction like I am, I'm, cannot, can't, do not, don't. Those are contractions, and those are one of the rare examples where in written English words connect. In spoken English, these words connect. When we say a thought group, oftentimes we'll connect the words so that the end of one word and the beginning of the next word are connected. It almost sounds like one word. A thought group does. And that's what they're talking about here in the summary. In written English, there's a space between words, right? What is her name? Well, we don't speak English that way. That's the problem, right? We don't go up to someone and say, hello, what is your name? That's robotic. That sounds like a robot or a Siri. You know what I mean? In spoken English, oftentimes there is no space between words in a thought group. So in spoken English, the way we would say this question would be, what's her name? What's her name? All together it sounds like one word because we're connecting consonant sounds with one word to the consonant sounds of another word. We're omitting vowel sounds in some other words. And that's what we're doing when we talk about linking and sound change. Consonant sounds and vowel sounds link together, and some sounds, mainly vowel and consonant sounds too, will go away entirely when we speak in English. And I think this is where many of you can improve your fluency, your rhythm, is finding opportunities to link and connect words within a thought group. Even if this is hard, this is not easy to do. Even if you can do it with certain types of endings, like an ed ending, or common consonant endings. Or, even if you can't do it within a whole thought group, even if you can just connect two words together, small steps, small improvements in this area will really improve your rhythm. It'll make you sound more fluent, more native speaker, if you will, more natural. And then I think also it'll help you in your recognition, understanding other people, because native speakers do this without even thinking, right? Native speakers connect their speech, and you probably connect your speech too in your first language. If you really think about it, I would imagine that this is something that you do in your first language as well. So what are our objectives in this chapter? Our objectives are to learn how to link and connect words within a thought group, and to identify common sound changes when words are connected in spoken English. There's some patterns that we can identify in terms of how the sounds, consonant or vowel sounds, change when different words in a thought group are connected. So learning to recognize common sound changes, as we had said at the beginning, will improve your ability not only to understand conversational English, but for you yourself, when you speak English, to make a smooth connection from the end of one word to the beginning of the next word. What is her name is not smooth. Bop, 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 bop. You know, that's not smooth, it's bumpy. What's her name? What's her name? And even if you only need to do it with 2 words, maybe not the whole thought group, the more you are able to identify where we link, how we link, and the changes of consonant and vowel sounds, the more you will improve your fluency. Let me say, this is not easy. This may not sound natural or come natural to you, but it's just like music, it's just like dancing, just like cooking, it's like anything in life. Take it slow, baby steps, and with practice. And the great thing is all of you have the ability to practice every day. Every day, at work, at school, in your conversations with friends, with colleagues, with clients. The world is your classroom. That's the great news, is that you'll have plenty of opportunities for practice with this. And speaking of practice, we're going to go ahead and do our warm-up for this chapter, exercise 1 on page 103. For this exercise, I want you to tell me, are each phrases the same, or are they different? You're going to hear 2 phrases. Do the phrases in each pair sound the same, or do they sound different? Listen to the different consonant sounds. Take a look at the way that the words end. Take a look at the initial consonant sounds for each of these. And really, just listen. You can close your eyes. Do each of these phrases sound the same, or do they sound different? If they sound the same, we're going to check the first box. If they sound different from each other, different consonant sounds, different vowel sounds, maybe different syllable stress, like how we talked about earlier in the course. If they sound different in any way, well then check different. All right, let's give it a listen. CD3, track 2. Listen to each phrase, each pair. Do these pairs of words sound the same, or do they sound different? They're written differently, but do they sound the same the way that they are pronounced? Let's go ahead and give it a listen.
Vowel sounds 1. Exercise 1. B and C. Page 118.
Front vowels. E, I, A, E.
Wrong one. Ah, well that's an issue. Had the wrong book. Forgive me, I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Sorry for the delay.
Chapter 11, Exercise 1A, page 103.
1. Art class. Art class.
2. Ate breakfast. Ate breakfast.
3. Bad credit. Bad credit.
4. Made your bed. Made your bed.
5. Letter. Letter.
6. Light green. Light green.
7. The mall. The mall.
8. Oliver. Oliver.
All right, if you want, you can go ahead and go back in this video and listen to these one more time. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the correct answers. So if you don't want to hear them yet, you can go back and re-listen to that portion. But the answer is that all of these, 1 through 8, sound the same. They are different vocabulary words with different consonant sounds in them, but when we connect our speech, the sounds of the words change. That's the tough part, right? When we connect words together within a thought group, the sounds of both consonants and vowels change. And so that's what we're going to be looking at in this chapter. What are those common changes? How do I change these consonant sounds within a thought group? And what does it sound like, and how can I create that sound? That's what we're going to be looking at in Chapter 11. Not only being able to improve your ability to link and connect words in a thought group, but identify those common changes so that you can produce them when you speak and understand them when you listen in English. So let's go ahead and continue. Go ahead and go to the bottom and click Next and roll up our sleeves and begin our work for Chapter 11. Linking and sound change.